To travel is to leave yourself behind and experience something worth seeing. Traveling is about getting lost and simultaneously being found. We're going to Thailand, you guys. Don't go! No!
Ladies and gentlemen, the big door has been closed. Please for your transmission. This is a real call.
So you want to go to Thailand, huh? Beautiful, majestic, culturally enriching Thailand. Maybe you want a relaxing beachfront vacation. Or maybe you want to experience the incredible food. We got a nice little buffet lunch going on over here. Maybe you have a thing for ancient architecture. Or looking for some exciting nightlife. Thailand has it all. Hi everyone, it's me, Adrienne, and today I'm taking you with me on a breathtaking journey throughout Southeast Asia. On the way, we'll hit 4 major cities in Thailand and leave with countless unforgettable memories. For those of you who don't know, this is my second trip with EF Ultimate Break, and before we go any further, yes, it did exceed expectations. Both this trip and last summer's 17-day Ultimate Greek Islands adventure were full of culture, friendship, and fun. Over the years, I have traveled most of Europe, but Thailand was unlike any place I'd seen. With the help of my top 5 tips for traveling to Thailand, you're sure to be set for your next adventure. Tip number 1, travel with EF Ultimate Break. Like I said, I've traveled a lot and there's nothing more stressful than spending majority of your trip planning the logistics such as transportation and accommodations. The ideal trip for me combines having the freedom to do and see what I want while not having to think about any planning. EF does exactly that. Every bit of the trip is planned out to a T and flows seamlessly. Bye, bus! Your only job is showing up when and where you're supposed to and having a great time. Do you know where we are?
No, I don't.
This was especially useful for traveling to Thailand, a country very different from ours. The language barrier, amongst other things, would have made it difficult for me to plan a solo trip, and I surely wouldn't have known which experiences to choose without a hefty amount of research. Having a local guide who knows and loves his country helped us to see the country like tourists, but experience it like locals. As always, you can use the code Adrienne100 for $100 off any EF Ultimate Break trip, and I'll link the 2 that I have done in the description below. Tip number 2 is to have an open mind to try new things. I'm not gonna lie, before my first EF trip, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about spending 2 weeks day and night with 30 random strangers, but I can genuinely say that I loved it. Hi guys! Not only are you given the possibility of creating lifelong friendships, but EF truly is like a family. If you've gone on a trip with them, then you understand. Doing a giant group cheers, everyone. Yeah. Cheers!
There we go.
Everyone shares a common passion for travel and adventure, and experiencing a life-changing trip with similar-minded people is magical. In Greece, I went with some of my best friends and made new best friends. In Thailand, I went with my boyfriend and came back with double dates already in the works. If you're going to travel, have an open mind. Take risks and try new things. It's not so scary when you know EF has your back if anything ever were to go wrong. Tip number 3. For Thailand in particular, travel inland and to the islands as well. We started off our journey in Bangkok, a booming city rich with culture. We spent time cruising the main river that flows through Bangkok and shopping at the floating markets just an hour south. After that, we traveled north to Chiang Mai, oh my god, a mountainous city and home to hundreds of Buddhist temples. This is the coolest thing. Elephant! We got the unique and incredible opportunity to chat with a Buddhist monk and have a home-hosted dinner. After Chiang Mai, we flew down to the beautiful island of Phuket.
Just landed in Phuket! We're so excited for the beach.
Home to some of Thailand's most beautiful beaches and many seaside resorts, spas, and restaurants. Not to mention, Phuket has a crazy nightlife. One of my favorite days on the trip was an all-day boat cruise through the Phi Phi Islands, where we got to snorkel, kayak, explore island beaches. I also opted for an optional excursion with John Gray's sea canoe, where we explored sea caves and majestic lagoons and got to make a flower krathong and see spiritual and spectacular natural light shows. This seriously was one of the best experiences of my life. Though it can be tempting to check into a 5-star resort and spend an entire trip drinking pina coladas by the beach, you'll miss so much of what makes Thailand unique and culturally astounding. Because this tour started inland and made its way to the islands, we really got a full view of what Thailand has to offer. Tip number 4, try all the food. But be careful. You guys already know I have a super sensitive stomach, and if you do too, this is not the place to mess around. The food is absolutely incredible and super cheap, and you'll be missing out if you don't try everything, so here's my advice to minimizing your chances of food poisoning or any sort of traveler's illness. Pay attention to where your food is being cooked. If something has been sitting out for hours on end, stay away. Thailand has some of the most delicious street food in the world, but if you're not watching someone cook it right in front of you, you're taking a bit of a risk. Don't eat fruits or veggies that don't have thick peels, as they're more prone to carrying bugs, and don't ever drink the tap water. Even the locals don't drink the tap water. If you're really paranoid, like me, and don't want to do so much as risk anything, then I recommend taking Pepto-Bismol before every meal. It may seem excessive, but honestly, Pepto coats your stomach and decreases the risk of illness by 60%. I definitely think this saved me a couple times. Tip number 5 is to leave room in your suitcase. Thailand is inexpensive, and because of that, you're going to want to bring back a lot of souvenirs. I recommend leaving room in your luggage or even packing an extra duffel if you can. Vendors at local night markets sell everything from belts to clothing to hand-drawn portraits, and you're going to want it all, I promise.
Look at Rob's. Beautiful! Wow.
How cool are those? All in all, traveling to Thailand with EF Ultimate Break was an incredible experience, and I look forward to traveling with them in the future. I seriously wouldn't do it any other way. Feel free to leave any questions about the trip or EF in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer all of them. You can also find me on Instagram at Adrienne Finch, and I'll also link my vlog channel down below where you can find tons of behind-the-scenes videos from both trips that I went on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you EF Ultimate Break for sending me on yet another incredible adventure. I cannot wait till next time. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you so much. Bye!